L&N STEMpunks are in the studio. The L&N railway station is now the STEM school or the STEM academy. And these gentlemen, these four gentlemen that are in our control room right now attend that school, and they call themselves the STEMpunks.
Yes, sir.
All right, why don't you introduce yourself and introduce your colleagues, and we're just going to go around the room, beginning with you.
My name is David, and I'm a builder.
Now, when you say I'm a builder, you mean I'm a
builder who actually builds the robot.
Robots. All right. Are you a robotics team, group, club, legion?
We got subcategories.
I got you.
I am the builder.
All right.
Gentry over here is one of the business heads. And then
he's got a jacket on and a tie.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Snazzy blazer.
It is. Yeah.
I am the Daniel Buckman. I'm the finance manager of the L&N STEMpunks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Ben Klein. I'm the programmer for the STEMpunks.
Okay, that means he builds it, you program it?
Yes.
And you guys make sure that it financially gets off the ground.
Yes.
Right.
And well, let's talk about it. Now, are you in competitions with other schools? This all got started. You are, all of you are certainly active on social media.
Yes.
I know, David, that you are. And I noticed that you tagged me and it said all of your followers listen, and I appreciate that. Do you have a lot of followers?
No, not that often.
Not that often, or fans, or what? Did you have women stalking you? Or?
No, I don't know about that part.
Well, we do have a lot of members with us. We have 50 people in our group.
Okay. Now, tell me about, anybody can talk who wants to talk here. How do you, first of all, L&N school, or L&N, this is a great place to go to school, isn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Talk about the class environment. It's not really a class. It's a little more casual, isn't it?
Yeah. A little bit more casual than normal school, I think.
Okay.
Think of Casual Friday all day.
Okay.
It's great.
But as far as instruction, you don't, I guess, have as many kids there or students there.
We have about 600.
Yeah, we have about 600.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you get a lot of hands-on, and you guys are most of you are pretty, well, you're a very smart individual, right?
Right.
Okay. And that's cool, right? Because, do you consider yourself nerds?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, our school is the nerd capital of the world.
Well, there's not anything wrong with it. Look at Elflord in there. He is a.
Hi there.
Yeah, he's a.
Yeah, this is your future. Breathe it in, fellas. Breathe it in.
Yeah.
No, he actually has a new girlfriend now. She's not inflatable and everything like that. So you got that to look forward to. Talk a little bit about. You're at school. You guys get together. Did you meet each other at lunch in science class? How did you go? I like robots. How did you do all? How does this come together?
Well, I think Gentry could take this over the point because he was here from this first inception point. He's one of the seniors this year, and he was with the team since day one. And this team has been there since day one.
Okay, Gentry, please tell us.
Yeah. So part of the thing that started this school was First Robotics. This team was one of the first groups, clubs, sports teams in the school. So when I decided to sign on to First Robotics the first year, I was like, man, I just want to get practice becoming a mechanical engineer because that's what I wanted to do.
Okay.
And I decided, hey, you know what? Robotics would probably give me some pretty good experience. So I decided, hey, me and the other, 7 or 8 guys that signed up for robotics the first year, that was all we had to build an entire robot, 6 weeks.
You had 6 weeks to build a robot.
Yes. Yeah, 6 weeks. That's how the competition works.
So, and where was the competition? Where are the competitions?
Well, there's competitions all around the world. There's ones in Japan.
Yeah.
With all the robot geeks over there. We got then we got Israel. We've got Europe, Canadians. We got everybody around the world.
That's incredible. Now tell me this. You had 6 weeks to build the first one. You were part of it, Gentry.
Yeah.
What did it do?
Oh, well, because
you know what? When I think of robots now, of course, we all want the robot of the future. We want to be able to, certainly the voice technology. We want to go, hey, robot, wax my car, or hey, robot, balance my checkbook, or whatever.
We don't do those robots.
No, but and some of the robots I've seen, the early robots, were fighting robots.
Right.
They had like one function, where there may be, some sort of a motor or servo that would just hammer something, and you try to destroy the other's robots. But you're trying now to do different things, aren't you? You're trying to branch out.
Right. So the way the first robotics competition works is that the people at first decide the competition, and it changes every year. So in the competition that I first came on in the 2011-2012 academic year, our challenge was to make a robot that shoots basketballs. Yeah. Let
me tell you what, you get it shooting free throws, I guarantee you. People over University of Tennessee and the NBA, you're going to get their attention.
Yeah, first step, first robotics competition. Second step, first robotics NBA.
And were you successful in getting a robot to shoot a free throw or shoot a basketball?
Well, yeah, the robot could shoot the baskets, but unfortunately we weren't able to get it in 6 weeks because that was our first year and we had so few people. But we did work over it over the summer, yeah.
I'll let Sheldon come in on this too, because he's a geek. Do you guys, and this is pretty cool because you just gave me an incredible idea. I would imagine there will be, it may be one day on ESPN, we may be seeing a tournament of free throw shooting robots.
I'd watch it.
I kind of might too. Mm-hmm. Especially if they were, okay, let's say this. Let's say the University of Tennessee's robot went against the University of Alabama or Florida's robots. We're going to be getting,
absolutely go.
We're going to be rooting for that.
Would we tailgate for that?
Yeah.
Robo-gating.
There we go. Robo-gating.
David, you got that right. When we come back, I want to talk more with the LNN STEMpunks. That's hard to say.
It is.
It's hard to say. We're with the STEMpunks. There you go. And they build robots. And they're here in the summertime. And we're going to find out more about these individuals and just how smart they are when we come back to the Phil Show. From the LNN Academy, the STEMpunks are in the house. They are many in Legion, represented by David Gentry, Daniel, and Ben, respectively here. Guys, thanks for joining us. They're having a busy summer. You're going, well, you got guys that build robots. You're talking to these guys. These guys, I'm telling you, these four and their contemporaries are, the future of employment and all sorts of things. And these are the geeks and the best of the geeks, the proudest of the nerds, the nerdiest of the nerds, yet handsome all in their own special way.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
No, I was lying. I have to do that. No, kidding.
Be nice.
You guys have had, but robotics, and we're going to talk a little bit about, the basics of that. For manufacturing, I tell you what, guys, if somebody were to, they're already doing the Roomba vacuums, which is essentially a little robot, I guess.
It is.
Sees stuff, and it moves off of this and bounces off of that. Robotics is used every single day over in Oak Ridge and just down the road. There people are manufacturing. They're putting lids on boxes or jars or whatever it's doing. But it only takes, and you guys, one of the things that impressed me just talking to you off the air, you have to use, you're in robotics competitions. Everybody starts with the same motor. Everybody has the same budget. But you got to beat somebody else. So guess what you got to use? Your imagination.
Amen.
Your brain. And by using that imagination, that brain, and those marketing skills that you're learning and the financial skills you're learning, one of you guys, it's just not going to be long before someone comes up with an affordable, efficient, electric grass cutting machine.
Well, actually,
there's some on them. There's some out there that, but I'm telling you, or an idea like that, and you're going to be rich. Bill Gates is going to get calling you for money.
Because, as Dean Kamen said, our founder, everybody in this league can go pro.
Yeah.
I like that. Matter of fact, I love that. Everybody that in this league can go pro. Now, how many folks are on the robotics in the robotics legion at the STEM Academy?
At the STEM Academy, we have about 50 active members.
And, and David was saying that you guys compete against all kinds of schools, and Hardin Valley has been owning you guys. Is that what I'm hearing? I don't like it.
Well, Hardin Valley is a very good team.
They've been more established.
Yeah, but
they've been around longer.
Besides Hardin Valley,
bigger pool of humanity. To pick from. But anyway, go ahead.
Besides Hardin Valley, there's also Halls, Webb, and South Doyle teams also in Knoxville. So we're not the only ones.
And the Catholic Academy out there.
Yeah.
Now, everybody starts with the same motor. You start, but anything you make, and I ask him this off the air, you don't retrofit. You don't go, okay, here's a like a piece of I don't know, aluminum microphone stand. We don't retrofit this. Whatever you design, you got to make it.
Yep.
Whether it's out of aluminum or some sort of metal alloy, or you try to think, well, what would work in this application? Talk a little bit about the robot you built that would sling the big exercise balls. Anybody?
Well, the big exercise ball was about 2-3 feet in diameter.
That's
So
big,
it was really big.
My wife sits on one of them sometimes at the desk. Because either when she's wanting to support her butt or her back or something, I don't know what it is. Yeah. All I know is I like to play with her when, I like to kick it out from under. But go ahead.
What we decided to do is, since we're STEMpunks, steam, gears, all that stuff, we decided to do a catapult. So we would, there would be a mechanical arm and a bowl, just a mixing bowl, with a vacuum attached to it, and it would come down, vacuum up the ball, it would suction cup it, basically, and winch it back, and we had tubing.
Yeah, basically surgical tubing, which is really like the elastic stuff. And then what that'll do is that we winch it back, we lock it into position, and then we unwind the winch, and then we just release the latch and turn off the vacuum, and the ball goes flying.
That's pretty cool. So it's just kind of it's a catapult, but it's a mixture of old and new technology. Yet you had to use that imagination. There's that surgical tubing, that sort of thing you're talking about. Or you know what? When you said winch it back, you know what? The first thing I thought of, but you can't use was one of those shocks that hold up your hood, or one of those shocks that hold up a hatchback. Maybe loading one of those and. I don't know if you
Hardin Valley did that.
Did they?
They actually did that with
punks, cheaters. No, you're the punks. They're cheaters.
No, they actually used the same idea with the suction, but they brought it. They literally sucked it, drove up to it, sucked it, and started rolling it on the suction. Got its pistons ready, then fired it.
They fired it with
pistons.
Okay, well, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Those things that I know they got a name. They may be just called pistons, but the things that hold your hood up. There's little shocks.
Pneumatics?
I call them the pneumatic shocks. Now, here we go. You guys are doing more, though. It's a summertime. Ben, what are you doing? What are you doing this summer?
Well, so far we've had a reading festival.
No, I ain't talking about we. I'm talking about you. What have you done?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I've been I individually have been working on making the robot so that it's completely artificial intelligence. So that no humans have to touch it or interact with it, tell it what to do.
I told you he was a programmer.
When I was your age, I was out trying to, get girls to kiss me. Drinking out of a water hose. Well, that's pretty much it. Yeah. I'm going a few yards, maybe, but you're working on artificial intelligence.
Yeah. So what we have is that we always have what the field is going to be, so we know the layout of that. And so we just mount a few cameras, the Kinect, we're actually using that for 3D vision. And so we can basically see as well as a human can, up to the extent of the entire field.
So the robot can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you program it to see.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool. This is really cool stuff.
And let's just say little kids are doing this as well. We got the Junior League, the Lego League. They're using them. The Lego Mindstorms?
Oh, yeah,
They're using those to solve challenges, real world challenges. Some sort of mayhem, and they were clearing cities, figuring out how to clear cities of debris from storms, from tropical storms.
Wow. Which is unfortunately one of those things that you see about every year a couple of times. Daniel, what about you? What have you been doing this summer?
I have actually done a few meetings with the business finance team to see if we can get some more money to fund tools and equipment like 3D printers. And
now, the 3D printers are the Mac Daddy tools, right, in your business?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
There's literally an award based after them.
Yeah.
That Hardin Valley created.
The 3D printing award.
And of course they won it.
Well, they naturally.
Are you digging the fact that these guys are into this like a sports team?
This is really cool.
Yeah.
Down with Hardin Valley. Go LN STEMpunks.
Yeah.
I know. But the 3D printers, man, are making a difference. I mean, they're game changers in medicine.
Yeah.
And in a lot of things, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's going to get to the point where, okay, I've got a 1915 or 1923 Stutz Bearcat, and I need this part for it. I just scan it and make it on a printer?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's getting to that point, or is it there?
Yeah, Hardin Valley has a metal printer,
Shut the front door.
and they have a big carbon fiber printer. They got tons of those metal ones, as I said.
Okay.
They got
All right, back.
plastics.
They got a carbon fiber printer.
Yes.
At
Yes.
Hardin Valley.
Their whole robot was carbon fiber.
Yeah, I
highly
mean,
expensive.
That's hard to compete with.
Yes.
technology nowadays is just getting so advanced that you can print almost anything.
This is all right, Gentry. Let me ask you the question, and maybe whoever. Let's say I have a 1957 Chevy. It's got a metal dash, but I want to cover it in carbon fiber, and I get all this. Could they make me like a carbon fiber dash for it?
Well,
Okay.
Out or pieces at a time? How does that work?
yeah, it's not that.
I mean, how does it work?
It's not. It's it's somewhat not refined at the moment.
Okay.
It's like pellets,
Okay.
but it's very crude right now.
Okay.
It's almost like an art form. You can make these little pieces, and if you just have the skill and the ingenuity, then you can put them together.
If you put the pieces together,
Yeah.
so it gives you the puzzle pieces. You got to put the thing together, and it works.
Yes.
A 3D printer. See, you got to understand. I grew up in the age where we had phones, cords on phones. Y'all have never seen that.
I have.
I have.
Have you?
We can
seen
print
one?
a phone now.
Yeah, you're missing the point. What I meant was, but these are old in here. Yes, they have. Yeah. I mean, we had like dialers, and if you knew somebody who like had a 0 in their number, them people didn't get a lot of dates because that's a lot of work getting around that 0. Let that thing go all the way back. You may not. I mean, you guys, this is so cool to me because when I was your age, I had an 8-track tape player in a car, which you've never seen, probably. Oh, I had some great stuff. I had Black Sabbath and Deep Purple. Had a lot of stuff. And when the 8-track, now you just have, you don't even have you can just use your phone and it'll talk to your player in your car, using all the other stuff. But we had, and let's say it was, oh gosh, Sweet Home Alabama, even though I didn't own that. And if it were on 2 tracks, let's say we go, Sweet Home Alabama, and it would change the second track. Bam, done it. And that's what we put up with. And we thought that was the coolest thing in the world. And of course, like I said, we were your age. And I did, do any of you like go swimming, go out with girls, anything like that?
Of course.
You're raising hands. It's radio, but it's all right. All right. Now we're coming back with more with the LN STEMpunks. And I want to talk more about robotics because this is absolutely dang fascinating. But let me tell you this. One of the things about these guys is they're giving back. They're doing more than just, and we have to talk about the good works that they're doing. David Earl Folk is here, and a lot of people think, well, Dave is artificially intelligent, but he was naturally born.
That's right.
As far as we know, raised by wolves, and now here he is doing traffic.
That's right.
David?
WOKI.
Anybody know the name of the song?
Daft Punk.
They can't see a shrug on here.
Daft Punk.
No!
This is a little more towards Phil's.
Yeah,
age
we have the
group.
STEMpunks from L&N Academy here. And this is iRobot from the Alan Parsons Project. Ooh. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's the dad's out there going 2 thumbs up. Dad's out there going, I drive the minivan. I am, no, he says, no, Dad's going.
He drives a Dodge Challenger RT Classic
Yeah,
with
see?
a Hemi. With a Hemi.
With a Hemi.
Oh, yeah. He wants to get the Hellcat.
He wants to what?
He wants to get the Hellcat.
The Hellcat.
Yeah, with 7.707 miles per hour. Horsepower.
Okay, 700 horsepower.
Yeah, 707 horsepower.
Your dad wants it?
Yep.
Your dad's a geek too, isn't he? He's a car geek. He's
Yeah.
a gearhead.
Me too.
I am too. So you're a gearhead.
Mm-hmm. Moparian.
You're watch this. Watch this. I know what you meant. David said he is a Moparian. Landon Doan, who's old enough to drive a car, have dates, have a girlfriend, and ain't inflatable and everything. Do you know what a Moparian is?
Why do you always put this on me?
Do you know? Yes or no?
No.
He likes the Chrysler products, the Plymouth, Dodge.
Well, I was going to say that.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, totally.
No, you weren't. So what do you like? Do you like the old Mopars too?
Ooh, yeah.
Do you? Do you like the old, like the Hemi Cudas?
Yes.
How many were made?
I don't know.
20, only 20. Hemi Cuda convertibles, only 20. Dan's out there laughing. I'm just geeking out on y'all right here. This is crazy. The L&N STEMpunks are here. They build robots. They are also active in our community, ladies and gentlemen. They're active in robotics, but they're good kids. And you're how? Let's just go. Ben, how old are you?
I am 16.
Daniel?
I'm 15.
Gentry?
17.
And David?
15.
All right, very good. And I'm going to ask you what you've been doing this summer. All of you tell me what you've done this summer. Then I have one more question. Please go ahead.
Well, I've been working on artificial intelligence with the robot.
But I'm talking about now as a group. I don't mean individually now, as a group.
Oh,
all right.
as a
Well,
Right there, remember?
One of
Okay.
the first things that we did was at the Children's Festival of Reading, we went there. We showcased our robot. We drove it around a bunch. Because it's a catapult arm and we're launching like gigantic exercise balls that are 3 feet, of course we just launched the balls right at the little children who were running in front of the robot. So they had a lot of fun.
Not hard.
Disclaimer,
Very
no one was
softly.
hurt.
No one was hurt.
Launch it far.
No children or animals hurt in the STEMpunks summertime. But please
Yeah,
go ahead. All right.
we did tone down the space shrimp for that.
Oh yeah.
Our space shrimp.
At least it went over their heads. I mean, they had fun with that. They kept trying to chase it though, and so some people actually fell onto the robot.
Yeah.
Okay. What else have we done this summer? What kind of? Because you guys are continuing to do ongoing community outreach. Talk
Yeah.
about it.
So another thing that we did, or we're doing right now, is the L&N sign restoration project. Just to kind of give back to our school and give back to Knoxville in general, we decided to start a historic restoration project. The L&N sign that's out in the front of our building has been there for who knows how long, and it just broke one day.
No kidding.
No kidding. And we decided, hey, you know what? Nobody else is going to fix it if we're not. So
Oh man.
we decided, hey, let's launch this project. We don't know how much it'll cost. We don't know how long it'll take. But we've started raising, and we've raised a few $100s so far to get this thing fixed. And we know that it's about $6,000.
Wow. Good for you.
Yeah.
Whoa. So you guys are actively doing things all the time.
Oh, yeah.
What are you getting ready to do? You're getting ready to go to the Children's Museum, the Muse. Tell me what you're doing. This is on August the 2nd.
Yeah.
August the 2nd.
Yeah.
Tell me what you're doing.
Yeah, I believe it's at the old convention center. And there's literally going to be all the other teams are going to be coming around.
This is from all area high schools like Hardin Valley.
Yeah.
Falls and all that.
Yeah.
Your enemies.
Oak Ridge. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're frenemies.
I
Yeah.
got you. I do that. I
Gracious
understand.
professionalism,
I understand.
sir.
There you go. I love that.
Woody
All right.
Flowers.
There you go. All right, go. All right. So anyway, you're going to be at the Muse. Going to be.
Yeah.
What do you do over there? What do you do? Do you show the kids what? Tell me what you do.
Basically, the whole thing about it is we're just trying to reach out, tell other people about robotics, get them interested. We're going to have, well, they did, what they told me was they were going to have like manufacturing robots, like KUKA robotics and stuff, like come in and talk with them about that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But we want to show them recreation, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're kids. I mean,
Yeah.
and well, robotics and art.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked off the air too because I did a commercial for Dr. Jim in the dentistry. Robotic surgery. They're touting this. They're advertising this. Evidently, it's better than human beings when it comes to surgery. Evidently, and I'm thinking too, in the invasive part where it goes up your. I've heard commercial, and you know what I'm talking about. You know where they go in your colon or whatever they go. Using our robotic arm, and I'm like, dang. You know, and like, you don't even have to buy him flowers, right? But the thing about it is, man, with a laser and all the stuff that surgery does, intrusive and certainly in our bodies, a robot can leave less of a footprint, evidently, than a human being.
That's our future.
Yes.
And that's what I want to talk about in a minute. Your future, individually. Yeah. I mean, certainly as far as the STEMpunks, you want L&N to do well. Because you'll have yet another competition this year when school gets back in.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I know you're all looking forward to that.
It's up in July. Yeah. We start July and
January.
January, July, whatever it is.
Yeah, it starts with a J.
January.
But in other words, you don't stop, pretty much.
We go,
No.
We go all year.
Yeah, I mean, because I ask you what you do in the summer, like, well, I'm working on artificial intelligence. I'm raising money to get the robot, like a date. And the other guys are like buying it a car. It's incredible. These STEMpunks, ladies and gentlemen, coming back. And we're going to find out. I mean, this is going to be a great question. What do you want to be when you grow up? First of all, let me advise you against growing up. Being an adult is way overrated.
Amen.
Good afternoon. 5 o'clock fun hour coming up on the Phil Show. Here's something crazy. A guy who killed his whole family at 14 has trouble finding love. Due to women learning, probably he killed his whole family at 14. But maybe, I don't know. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. One of the nerds, the head nerd, the geek guys, from the STEMpunks at L&N STEM Academy brought me a story about humans and robots. And David brought this, and he looked at his dad like, yeah, I did that. And I thought, well, you had sex with a robot? He goes, no, I printed it out for you, or you sent that. But it's a weird thing. Guys, you're the future. I mean, whether it's you were talking about robotic prosthetics. Off the air, the conversation is fascinating. You build robots from scratch. You're in competitions. You got another one coming up this year. You're doing things for your community. I'm proud of all of you, and you're outstanding young men. And your parents, I bet, are very proud of you. What do you want to do when you grow up? Start with, I guess, Ben.
Well, geez, when I want to grow up.
Okay. What do you want to do? How do you want to pay the rent?
Golly, I think I already am running a business.
You're running a business now?
Right now.
Okay. Which is the robotics thing, or have you got something else going on?
No, it's something else.
Plug it!
I do game server hosting. People love to play video games,
yes,
so I'm making money off of that.
All right, there you go. And then how can we get in on it? Or how do you advertise here? Tell me.
Well, God, I barely do any advertising so far.
I understand it. I'm giving you a chance here to plug whatever this is.
Yeah, this is RoboSane servers.
Okay.
What we do is we host game servers for people, and we have an extremely large and close-knit community that all hops on games like Terraria, Minecraft, all those popular ones. And then we'll just do stuff together, whatever's fun.
All right, that's just so we don't understand it. All right, Daniel, go ahead.
I started out thinking I wanted to be an engineer, and I grew up with a family of engineers, and I couldn't stand the solitude. Because engineers are a little off in their own world.
So now?
I am now part of the business team, and I'm planning on becoming a businessman.
Very good. All right. Gentry, you.
Yeah, I started wanting to be a mechanical engineer or an architect or something like that when I came to high school. I decided, maybe I'll go business. And then I decided, maybe I'll just become a college professor or something. I don't know.
So you're still undecided?
Well, I mean, I do want to work in academia, maybe as an author.
Wow.
Maybe as a professor. I don't know, but...
Life lessons with Gentry Jones.
Oh, that's maturity right there. I'll tell you what, look at Gentry. What about you, David, real quick?
Yeah, I just want to be one of those guys who build the robots that you're seeing every day.
Okay.
Like, you don't, like going to the amusement park, to see the animatronics.
Yeah.
That's what I want to be.
That's what you want to do.
I want to be the guy who builds those and maintains them.
But as far seriously, all of you and the rest of your quote-unquote legion at the L&N STEM Academy, you guys should be very proud. I know your parents are proud, and I wish you the best of luck. And I wish you Godspeed in whatever you do, all right?
Well, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
And let us know. When you're doing a competition, let us know. I mean, do you guys have robotic cheerleaders? Couldn't you? Could you build one?
Oh, we could.
Yeah.
Well, then why don't you so do it? That would be killer. The cheerleader, you could get the little L&N flags and just have them doing this at your competition. I think that'd be cool.
Guys, new project.
All right.
New project. Get
Writing it down.
funding.
Yeah, anatomically correct. We're coming back with a 5 o'clock fun hour. Don't go to place.